welcome back to another video. I am in a different setup, so let me know if you guys like this setup way better. This is more Christmassy, so I am in my living room. So if you guys hear any noises in the background, I'm really sorry. Since I am in my living room, you can hear everything from outside, and it's only 5:47. So alrighty guys, so this video is gonna be giving you guys ideas of what to do to enjoy spending time alone. So I have a total of 50 ideas for you guys, so that you guys can go ahead and take this on to whenever you guys have time alone. If you guys feel anxious when you have time alone, I know I used to feel anxious when I would have time alone, and then because I grew up in a household that was literally always noisy. Like, there was always noise going on in my house. And then my mom stopped working when I was in, I believe, middle school. It was just like, she was always home. I grew up with that, so I was so used to, you know, having someone at home with me all the time. And then coming over here and living with my boyfriend, living by myself, essentially, I was alone for the entire afternoon. I am alone for the entire afternoon. So here I am giving you guys some ideas of what to do to enjoy spending your time alone. So the first thing on my list would be to go for a walk. If you have dogs or anything, even if you don't have dogs, like, just go for a walk. If you feel like you need to get out of your space, you know, and feel a little bit of that fresh air, get out for a walk, and I can assure you, you'll feel so much better after that. It just clears your mind, I feel. The next thing on the list is to read a book. This is something that I'm trying to get back on. When I was living at my parents' house, I had so many books. I had a big collection of books. I used to love reading books all the time. In my downtime, I would always be reading books. And now that I live here, I feel like I never read books. I don't have any books here at my house. Like, literally I don't own a single book. So I need to go shopping for books. That's gonna be on my to-do list for sometime this month, whenever I have free time. But I need to go shopping for books. So that being said, if you guys have any good book recommendations, please let me know. Let me know down in the comments so that I can look for that book and read it, because I really need to get back into reading books again. The next thing on my list is to watch a TV show. If you feel like you just have so much time and like you've done a lot in the day by yourself, binge watch a TV show. Recently I binge watched the whole Scream series, and it was amazing. It was in the time where I was feeling a little sick, so I was in bed all day anyways, and I just didn't have anything to watch, so I just binge watched all the Scream movies, and they are so good, you guys, so I recommend those. But since it is Christmas time, please leave down below in the comments a book recommendation and a TV show recommendation or movie recommendation for Christmas. The next thing on my list is to make a new recipe. I've been doing this literally every day. Like, I didn't cook when I was living at my parents' house, so I obviously had to learn how to cook a lot of new things when I moved out. And recently I've just been pulling new recipes out of my, you know what, just trying to make something that is good and healthy. Since I am going to the gym now, I just want to be able to balance out my meals and stuff, so I have been making more healthy versions of what I used to eat, kind of. It's been going good. I mean, I've been testing out new recipes and they've all been working out. They've all been delicious, so I definitely recommend. And if you don't want to like go off the top of your head, you can always look up on TikTok any new recipes, any baking recipes, things like that. The next thing on my list is to research something. So lately what I've been doing is researching a lot of, you know, things for my YouTube videos, and that's been helping me feel like I'm doing something very productive on my downtime when I have nothing else to do. So that helps me in my day. But if you're a student, or which I currently am not, I am barely gonna go back to school. I had a semester off, but I'm gonna go back to school next semester, which is in the winter. It starts in January, so that's when I will be going back to school. But if you are currently a student, I know that it's kind of nearing the end time here, but a lot of schools do start their winter semesters in December. So if you want to research something for a class, maybe you're starting a new class that you know nothing about, you want to research something for that. That can be something that you can do on your downtime just so that you can feel a little bit more productive when you have nothing else to do. The next thing on my list is to do a workout class. Now, what I mean by this is you can obviously just go to the gym, whatever. You can always go to a regular trainer anywhere, which is kind of what I'm doing is more of a CrossFit type class. So that's what we're doing, but that's what I like to do. So I do that every morning. But what you can also do is, if you don't want to go out of your home and you want to do everything in the comfort of your home, you can always watch YouTube. All right guys, my camera cut off, but as I was saying, you can always watch videos on YouTube, and they show you a lot of things like that you can do out of your home. The next thing on my list is to paint your nails. So this is something that I did literally yesterday. I did my own nails, and you guys will see this video in a few videos. So I am pre-filming this for Vlogmas, but you guys will see this video in a few videos. Another thing that you can do is write a letter to your future self. I think that this is something that I'm going to have to do in a few days, because I really want to know what my future self will think about my past self. The next thing on my list is to do laundry. If you could literally have nothing else to do, just do laundry. Like it takes maybe an hour out of your day. It's not much. That's what I did today when I had some free time earlier. I did some laundry, and you know, it takes a little bit of time, and it gives you less to do throughout the week. The next thing on my list is to make a vision board. You can, since we are nearing the end of the year, you can literally make your New Year's vision board right now that you have free time and you're alone. You know, like, let your thoughts center, let your mind stop wandering, and set everything down. Like, you know, like, set your intentions for the new year, set your goals for the new year, make your vision board and make it come to life. You know, that would be a really cool arts and crafts project. The next thing on my list is to create your playlist. I have to do this. I love to do this every season, kind of, and I have not done my winter playlist, so we are going to be doing that whenever I have some free time. But this is also a really fun thing to do. Like, just sit down and go through music and see which ones you like and which ones are the vibes for this season, and you know, set them into a playlist and listen to that playlist every day religiously. Like, seriously, like, it is amazing. The next thing on my list is to explore your neighborhood. If you are new at your neighborhood, or if you're going somewhere new, you can go around and explore it. You know, like, I definitely need to learn about new places here in my neighborhood. I don't really go out much, so it's just all pretty much new to me. Like, I don't really know what's around me or anything, so we definitely have to do that. We have to go around and explore our neighborhood sometime soon. The next thing on my list is to redecorate your space. This is something I literally did at 3 a.m. Well, I finished at 3 a.m. but I started at like 12 a.m. If you have any free time and you feel bored and you feel energetic and you feel like you have nothing else to do, redecorate your space. And you don't really have to buy anything to redecorate your space. You can literally just move things around and have fun with it. The next thing on my list is to organize your closet. I feel like I do this so often. I love to reorganize my closet, organize by colors, organize by patterns, and then I recently did just take out all of my summer clothes and put in all of my winter clothes. So I feel like this is something that I always do without even thinking about it, and I love to do this. It's really fun, and it's really comforting to just be aware of everything you have and making sure everything is just nice and like neat and folded and everything. Like, it's a really good feeling. The next thing on my list is to meal prep. So if you're like me and you literally have no idea what to do for the entire week, so you can just go ahead and set your meals, write them down, write down what ingredients you're gonna need, how you're gonna make it, everything, just so that you know what you're gonna do specifically on the specific days, and you can just get right into it without even like having to brainstorm any ideas of what to do, how to do it, or anything. The next thing on my list is to listen to a podcast. Podcasts are just really fun to listen to. The next thing on my list is to meditate. The next thing on my list is to get a massage. So you can either go to a random place and get a massage, or you can even do it for yourself. You know, like, give yourself some time, set that time aside so that you can give yourself a little massage and feel calmed down, feel stress-free, feel relaxed. The next thing, which is a very, very, very big thing, is to accomplish your to-do list. Accomplishing your to-do list is literally the hugest thing you could do to make yourself feel better about everything. The next thing on my list is to take a long bath. Taking a long bath, I feel like taking a long warm bath is just amazing, especially in this winter time. The next thing on my list is to set intentions. Setting intentions and setting goals for yourself is always, always, always a really good thing to do. The next thing on my list is to make a yummy snack. The next thing on my list, which I literally recently just did, is to fix your resume. And if you don't have a resume, make your resume. Another good thing to do is to try out a new face mask. If you do face masks regularly, you can try out a new one. You can do a homemade one. You can literally buy a whole bunch of sheet masks and just do those sheet masks. And the next thing on my list, which kind of goes along with doing your face mask, is to moisturize your body. Moisturizing, especially now in the winter time, I cannot stress this enough, is so important. The next thing on my list is to write a letter to a loved one. So if you feel like you haven't really talked to someone in a really long time, or maybe even something that you've never told them, you can always just sit down, write a letter, let your thoughts flow out, and just write a letter to them about everything, about how you feel and everything. And it feels really good to let everything out. So I feel like that's a good thing. And then at the end, you can decide whether you want to give it to them or whether you want to just keep it for yourself, or maybe even burn it, you know? Whatever direction the letter goes to. The next thing on my list is to do breathing exercises. The next thing on my list, which I kind of did touch on a little bit ago, was when I was saying of taking a long warm bath. You can also just do your everything shower, take a really long shower if you can't take a bath. So I kind of did touch on that a little bit, but I did just want to reiterate it because it is on my list as well. The next thing on my list is to get a new haircut. The next thing on my list is to relax on the couch, or even on your bed. The next thing on my list is to research ways to find guidance. Now this can mean things like maybe researching ways to find guidance throughout anything, like you can get closer to God in any type of way. Maybe you can even start going to church more often and things like that. I feel like that's also a really good thing. If you're religious, I feel like that's also a really good thing to like do for yourself spiritually. The next thing on my list is to start writing a book, like literally just write any type of book, fiction, non-fiction, biography, you know, anything like that. It would be a really good thing to just stimulate your mind, stimulate your brain, and just sit down and start writing a book. Like that would be really cool if you in a few months have a finished book that you can just review, and that would be amazing. The next thing on my list is to drink water and hydrate yourself. The next thing on my list is to bake something for your neighbors. And it can be for yourself too. Like if you don't really talk to your neighbors, it can really just be for yourself. But baking something for someone, I feel like, is always so much more fun. So that's something that you can do. The next thing on my list is to clean your home. The next thing on my list is to stretch your body. If you literally have nothing else to do, just stretch, take time to stretch out, to feel your body, just release any tension that you may have in your body. And that just helps a lot too, like with any type of stress. The next thing on my list is to do your skincare routine. If you literally have nothing else to do, just go ahead and do your skincare routine. The next thing on my list is to make a list of things, of all the things that are going right in your life. It is really good to, sometimes you can be really negative and like think of the things that are like not going good and going wrong in our lives. And I feel like we can always look at that more than the things that are going right. So take the time to just really sit down and think about everything that's going right in your life, everything that's going amazing in your life, everything that's going good, you know, like everything that feels good in your life. And it'll really, really make you sit down, take the time to think about everything and make you feel really appreciative for everything that you do have. The next thing on my list, which kind of ties in with the last one I just said, is to write down everything that you are grateful for. The next thing on my list is to recite your affirmations. The next thing on my list is to head to a new coffee shop. The next thing written down on my list, which is kind of what I already said, is to manifest and take the time to manifest everything that you want in your life. The next thing on my list is is to make your vision board. I thought I had already had it written down, but I didn't. Maybe I said it with some other one. The next thing on my list is to try a new hairstyle. The next thing on my list is to do a hair mask. Since we are on the topic of hair, we can do a hair mask literally anytime. Like, I like to do my hair masks twice a week. The next thing on my list is to wash your car. If you literally have nothing else to do, go wash your car. It's a fun, simple thing to do, and it just makes you feel a lot more elevated once you're actually driving your car. You know, it just feels amazing. The next thing on my list is to pray, and that's pretty much self-explanatory. The next thing on my list is to browse your favorite website. So by this I mean, I love internet shopping and I love to look at clothes and look at everything. Yes, right now I do not have the money to be spending on whatever I desire, and like clothes wise, I do not have that money to be spending on things like that right now. So I am not going to be purchasing anything, but I am going to be, you know, making my wish list a little bit longer and just looking at a whole bunch of different items and trying to see what is new, what is trendy. Maybe I can make some outfits out of some basics that I have, you know, already at my house and stuff. So that's a good one too. Like, you can just go on and look up through Opoly or through Forever 21 or I don't know, Hollister, like all these good shopping websites. And the last thing on my list is to spend time outside. The outdoors is always a really good thing to go towards. Like, the outdoors is going to give you that fresh air, make you feel so much better, and not only that, you can put yourself together to go outside. So that's like a 2-in-1. You can literally feel so much better about yourself and how you look to be able to step outside and put on this cute outfit, cute makeup, do your hair all nice, and to just be able to go and spend time outside and spend time with yourself. Alrighty guys, so that is going to be the end of this video. I hope you guys take some things from my list to be able to enjoy spending your time alone. Also, if you have any other ideas, go ahead and comment them down below and let me know what you guys like to do when you're home alone. If you made it to this point in the video, comment this emoji. Alrighty guys, so that's gonna be the end of this video, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye!